Holes in the concrete floor where hope gave up. We asked for more. Grit in our teeth, blood in our spit. This ain't a game, but I bet you quit. You tried to silence what we became. We start the fire with gasoline. We are the storm. You can't outrun. Blackout is born, and we've just begun. There's no light left, no turning back. Built for the dark, found in black. We are the blackout. We are the blackout. We are
all spotlights, no easy road. We made a kingdom from the cold. Every loss, gained every win. They tied me up, can't see again.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final episode in Season 10, Episode 14 of Blackout, right here in Detroit, Michigan, the final stop on the road to TBX. Guys, I am Dewey Danielson, of course, calling all the action for you here tonight, and we have a jam-packed card for you right before we get to the big event, and it could change the whole landscape with the main event here tonight. Chris Harris defending the 3-dub World Heavyweight Championship against John Awesome. And not only that, we've still got one final spot to figure out for the main event chamber spot. Will it be Drew Tanner, Jacob Fowler, or Jayden Walker? And Scott Adams looks to have another national title match with Lars Morrison at TBX. But first, he's going to get through Draven to get it. I'm not even going to try the last name. Then we've got Lance Hagan and Devil Dog one-on-one before their big tag team title matchup at the big event. And we've got this tag team matchup. If Dyrgos and Jeroen Mercury can win this match, they will enter the international title match at TBX. And speaking of, another chamber match set to take place, and tonight we find out as a triple threat tag team match between all superstars involved. And we've got several superstars here tonight to address us in the ring, including a contract signing for the XTV title, Dylan Mason and Matt Eighthdar, finally speaking to the 3-dub universe. And finally, we've also got this big matchup to determine the entry order in the Russian Roulette Women's title match at TBX. Guys, what a huge card we have tonight. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to 3-dub Wrestling and hit that notifications bell to get all of the premier Efed entertainment right here with 3-dub Wrestling. And here we go. Starting things off with a big name here tonight in Detroit, Michigan, kicking off the final stop in the road to TBX. Dylan Mason is in the building. That's right, Dylan Mason getting involved in a big matchup with Twan Montana on the most previous episode of Blackout. And that victory, although maybe a little tainted with Chris Harris getting involved, that victory has landed a spot for Dylan Mason inside the Elimination Chamber, the main event for the 3-dub world title. And it is where he says he belongs in the biggest stage of 3-dub's history. And tonight, well, we're going to hear a little bit more about that. I'm sure of it from the megastar Dylan Mason.
Now, Detroit, I do not want to talk a lot about my match with Twan Montana, the Icon King. And don't worry, before you start, it's not because I don't have respect for him. He is the future of this industry, after all. He is the future of professional wrestling, and I say that. And you know by now that I never lie to you. I never lie to anyone. I manipulate, yes I do. I love a good manipulation. But I tell the truth, exactly how I see the world, and he is the goddamn future. But unfortunately for him, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still here. I'm still needed. This is where I started, together with UCW, my home grounds, where I built my name up from nothing. Because I was a nobody, but first moment that I got into the building of whatever place it was, I showed that I'm here to stay, and I showed that I'm going to take everything from anyone. And James Black, my friend, my brother, well, he was the first target I had here in Worldwide Wrestling. And it just got better from that moment. And the titles I got here, I leveled them up, I evolved them. And especially the title above everything else. And yes, I left 2 times. I know that. I had problems inside of my head. You all know I'm not 100% right inside of there, right? I mean, the things that I've done, do I really need to speak about them? You already know. I see some of you laughing over there. No. But this has been my longest run, and here I have done the most goddamn work I've ever done in Worldwide Wrestling, and the title above all of them, I built a legacy with. I evolved. I leveled it up to heights that no one else could. I made sure that people were looking every single goddamn window just to catch a glimpse of me as your undisputed World Heavyweight Champion of Treat Up. And ever since the title fell out of my hands, every other individual diminished its value. Now, some tried valiantly, and some shit the bed completely. They f***ed up, and I know that's gonna be censored, because they censor here. Like my former brother. But Chris Harris is the worst of them all. He can't do anything by himself. And in all honesty, he never could. He always craved your attention, but there were bigger stars, and he just fell into someone else's shadow. But now he has a wife that he controls, sending him little screenshots of Photoshop. And, well, Chris sends money to the bitch. It's time that in the main event of TBX, I take back what is rightfully mine, and there's no one that can stop me. And I will eliminate Chris Harris first.
All right, here we go. Twan Montana making his way to the ring. The one-on-one main event icon, Twan Montana. Well, as I mentioned, when Dylan Mason was making his way to the ring here, Twan Montana, the man that took the loss to Dylan Mason on the last episode, and which would allow Dylan to enter the Elimination Chamber, but the sweat off of the forehead of Twan Montana, who already has his spot reserved as being the Season 10 Stampede Rumble winner. Of course, going to enter last into the chamber, and that would be after the champion, whoever that may be tonight. We find out either Chris Harris keeps the title or John Awesome takes the title into the chamber, but nonetheless, Twan Montana will be the last to enter even after the champion. But you know, he's got a lot to say here tonight to Dylan, especially after that big loss on the last episode at the hands of Chris Harris using brass knucks to knock out Twan Montana and secure the win for Dylan. And there's been a lot of questions about that actual incident that had happened, and let's see what Twan has to say.
Stop. Just stop. I heard enough. I appreciate what you're saying about me, but let's be honest. The one-on-one main event icon gave you the keys to the kingdom on the last episode of Blackout. But let's not act stupid. You did not do it all by yourself. Yes, believe it or not, the great Dylan Mason did not do it all alone. He had help with his friends. Now, I'm gonna respect you, give you some respect, just a little bit. They might have been your associates, or maybe another wannabe megastars. But it doesn't matter to me, because all bets are off the table now. There's nothing in my way, in your way. We are in a damn chamber. So what does it even matter? But what's gonna be eating me alive before we even get inside the chamber at TBX is whether I can beat you, Dylan Mason, when it matters. So I'm saying to you, I want to kick your ass here tonight in Detroit.
What makes you think, Twan? I want to give you another match. The record books already shows exactly what it needs, and I beat you. That is all that matters. But if you want to prove yourself, that is a completely different situation. And as we're both inside of the chamber, we can give, perhaps, Detroit, if they really want it, a little preview of what's going to happen in the main event of TBX between the future Twan Montana and the present Dylan Mason. What do you think, Detroit? You want to see Dylan Mason kick Twan Montana's ass in jeans?
Oh man, guys, are we gonna run it back here?
Well, you hear them. I accept.
Oh man, here we go.
I have to admit, you are really good. The future Twan Montana, it has a nice ring to it, I gotta admit. Well, I hope you know what that means. So, let's do this here, right now.
Oh, look out! Down goes Mason, and this match, guys, is underway. A rematch between Dylan Mason and Twan Montana. And Dylan is in his street gear here. Twan fully became prepared for this matchup. Dylan Mason not expecting to fight tonight, but here we go in the opening bout of this show here tonight in Detroit, and now swapped around. This chain wrestling with Dylan Mason. Oh no, now it's Twan Montana back on the upper hand. Quite literally here, as now both superstars back to their feet in this matchup. Unexpected here tonight. Impromptu. As Dylan Mason now slides into a side headlock, and look out. Here we go. Irish whip in the rope, and now Dylan Mason with a forearm to the lower back. Getting Twan set up for something, my goodness. Super kick right in the jaw on the turnbuckle, prompting the pinfall 2 count. That's all he's gonna get here. What a turn of events here in the opening moments of this Blackout episode 14 in Detroit, Michigan. Oh man, missing with the springboard moonsault from Mason. Gonna give Twan the window here. Turning around the momentum. That springboard moonsault missing. Patented maneuver from Dylan Mason. Maybe not something you want to use in the Elimination Chamber. But nonetheless, here tonight, these two guys still securing their spots in the chamber duking it out one final time before we get to Michigan Stadium, and a nicely done springboard reversed Dragon Kirana of sorts, and now driving a knee into the shoulder blades of Twan Montana, and it is Dylan Mason, and this is exactly what we seen on the last episode, and now look out now. Another moonsault from Mason. But Twan gonna stay in the mix here, look out, off the ropes. An over drop kick to the knee. Trying to take out the vertical base of Dylan Mason, maybe trying to eliminate the use of that Blood Eagle. Drop down on the knee in the gut. Again, if you're just tuning in here, guys, impromptu matchup. We were not expecting to have this match, and now it's Twan. Twan trying to make Mason tap out here, and Mason firmly going to get out with another springboard moonsault, prompting a pinfall again. It's Mason now, 2 count kick. Twan Montana expressing things are just not going to feel right for him going into the chamber if he doesn't know if he can beat Dylan Mason one-on-one. Tonight is his opportunity to do that. Falling fist drop from the mid-rail, and now a standing fist drop, followed by another, and it's Twan dropping 4 fists in a row. Dylan Mason squirming to the outside. Man, disrespectful slap right there. So we have ventured now back on into the inside. And Twan looking to finish it here. Big knee to the side of the head of Mason. Mason missing with the knee. Caught it that time. Exchange of knees. And it's Mason with the pinfall. 2 count. No, and a kick out. Twan Montana. The energy hyping up there momentarily. And now right back into the cusp of the megastar. Ooh, spinning backhand kick right down. Double knee. It's going to be a treat seeing these two in the biggest big event in 3-dub history. Elimination Chamber, what a massive, massive night that is going to be. And Dylan Mason now set him up, caught him with a psychotic. Caught him with a psychotic knee, and a 1-2, no, not yet. Twan able to get out of the pinfall. Crawling to the ropes to save this matchup for himself, and now it's Mason right back on the attack, and a basement drop kick right in the ear hole. Twan sliding outside, doing the smart thing, right back inside. Trying to avoid Dylan Mason here. Irish whip. Listen, caught with an enziguri. Man. Just when Twan thought he had a step up. Now here we go. Mason's Law. Caught him in Mason's Law. Oh, and he had the foot on the ropes. That's a rope break. Too close to the ropes for Mason, and that could have very well done it in a shooting star press from the mid-rail. Mason really taking it to Twan here. Oh, kick caught. Twan still has some fight left in it. We go in the corner now. Twan bringing the big boot right in the corner. Yeah, man. Is that going to be enough for Montana here to swing the momentum his way? We go, gearing it up. Here's Twan. Collar and elbow lock up. Twan trying to get Mason in position he wants, but no, Mason overcomes the strength here. In the corner and a right hand, dirty right hand. Caught by Mason, and now another kick to the back of the head. Sliding through with a suplex, man oh man. What a fantastic start to this matchup, just like the last episode. And can Mason put it away this time? Taking out the ref. Ref goes down. Mason, oh, now look at this. The 3-dub champ. With Mason, no. Balmer, the Knoxx again. The Knoxx again, and this time, laying out Dylan Mason, setting up Twan to get the big win here. Chris Harris has done it again and has laid out Mason. And Twan now, spear from Twan. Spear from Twan, 2 count. Twan Montana pins Dylan Mason. Can you believe it, guys? Twan Montana. The tides have completely turned in this one. Here is your winner, Twan Montana. And that damn Chris Harris once again with the brass knucks. This time taking out Dylan and allowing Twan to get the victory. Both of these guys with tainted wins going into the Elimination Chamber. And oh man. Uh-oh.
Hey dog. Are you ready for tonight?
Hell yeah, I am, man. I've been in the ring with a big man before. I know what he's all about. Besides, things feel a little more comfortable now that you've rallied some cats for the war room. I've seen a lot of factions in this business, and Townsend isn't a come-and-go group. Their presence will be felt for a long time unless someone does something about it. But you don't look like you're ready for war tonight, man. What's going on?
I'm still having a hard time shaking what happened in State of Emergency. You know, my match with Brooks.
You're still thinking about that, dude? You had a great match. I wouldn't be bothered by the showing you put on.
But I lost, Devil. One of the biggest opportunities of my career since coming here. And I blew it. I got on the mic 3 times against him to crickets and still lost. I just don't want the same thing to happen at TBX in our tag team title opportunity.
I already told you, man. You're good. We are good.
I know. But the whole thing is, it doesn't mean a damn thing to anybody or anyone if I can't follow through.
Right, stop. You're mixing 2 different fights. You lost to Brooks, so what? It happens. You had a phenomenal match. But this is much bigger than one match. What we are building here could change a landscape of 3-dub. I trust you to be that guy. I could have easily walked away from you when you were all up in my shit. But no, I stood there with you because I know the real War and Peace. So Warren, you don't get to doubt yourself now. Not when you're this close. Not when we are this close. I need you to have my back out there tonight. So are you good or what?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay. I got you tonight.
Oh man, War and Peace, maybe a little shook a little bit still from that loss to Curt Brooks. I wanted to carry over the tag title match. They got a TBX, but guys, here we go. It is time to switch gears. Speaking of tag team match, we got a triple threat tag team matchup right here. All competitors in the global title chamber match at TBX. Big matchup coming up here, guys. Stay tuned with us. Hit that like button. triple threat tag team match. Introducing first from the wasteland, weighing 275 pounds, Knoxx. Renegade. Rosco.
Understanding and to make them, they try to reconstruct the bridges burn. I turn my back on the backs of turn. Now it's all me, only me, fam, the one and only in the building. I am the man in the mirror.
Sienna, at 241 pounds. Chet Rivers.
In the ring, he's a tidal wave, pure devastation. Claws out, teeth bad, man's annihilation. Hybrid killer, mix a man and beast. Tangling with Mad Dog, become the next feast. Mad Dog X, breaking the chains. Dynasty in his veins.
251 pounds.
Brutal show, leave opponents in awe.
Champion.
Crowd screaming, he feeds off the roar. Mad Dog X smashing through the floor. His territory.
Well, like I mentioned, big second chamber match at TBX due to take place, and then is for that championship right there, the Global Championship. MDX will defend against all competitors involved in this matchup tonight, including his partner for the evening, who is Joe Rivers. You already know the entry order for that chamber and the big matchup that took place in the last episode, which would see Sander Cool and Joe Rivers start that Elimination Chamber matchup at the big event. Of course, MDX will enter last, but before him will come Nick Knoxx, Rosco, Wallace, and then TJ Renegade will be the first to exit a pop. This matchup is going to be chaos here, guys. As you can see, tornado tag rules, triple threat style. None of these individuals necessarily want to team with one another. So you might get a little friendly fire in this matchup. I don't know. We'll have to see. This matchup purely to release some of the kinetic energy built up as we wait for the big event 10. And these guys wait to enter into that dangerous Elimination Chamber. A couple of pinfalls already in this matchup. Maybe this is also kind of little training grounds just to go and show how dangerous it can be and how hectic it can be with inside. Oh man, Sander. With inside that Elimination Chamber, as I was about to say, Sander with a fantastic maneuver over the top rope, and things are about to start to get dangerous now. Like I said, that is the mindset that all 6 of these individuals have to get into upon entering that chamber. And now Sander. Oh man! Rosco taking out Nick Knoxx on the outside. Big. Oh no! Look at Knoxx! Man! Oh, pinfall here from Renegade. 2. No! Kick out from Rivers. Sander with a kendo stick. This match is going to be hard to follow here. The only difference, well, other than the fact that it's a tag team match, but the other difference is we see this pinfall here. 2 count, kick out for Rosco. Rosco and Nick Knoxx starting off the Stampede Rumble earlier this season. Nick Knox's big debut matchup. As I was saying, the only difference in this match, other than the tag team status and what the chamber will be at TBX, is that there's not miles of chains surrounding this ring right now. There will be at the big event, though. Look at the strength of Nick Knoxx taking down the champ. And look at all the kendo sticks in here, man. Dang. Sander with a kendo taking it to Joe Rivers. And man, the rivalry that these two have had over the past couple of months, that it really has extended the majority of both of their careers. Especially here in 3-Dub, they have come across one another quite some time. Oh man, Knoxx with steel steps. And that's a good preliminary to the Elimination Chamber, that's for sure. Nick Knoxx on a bit of a rampage on the outside. Here's TJ. Mid-rail springboard. Did you see that? Nice athleticism from TJ Renegade, but it wasn't enough here for Joe Rivers to hit him with the stomp. Right into a pinfall. 2 count. No, it is kicked out by TJ, and down goes Rivers due to kendo stick. Now Sander taking it to both Rivers and TJ Renegade. Renegade now big knee on Sander. Rivers up, missing with the big knee on TJ. But catches him. Look at this now. Joe Rivers, the trifecta. And going for the pinfall. And there is Nick Knoxx to save his partner. Now Nick Knoxx, double underarm. DDT. And now look at Renegade trying to put out Rosco. And his tag team partner, Sander Cool. Oh man, in the grip of Nick Knoxx. And Sander is tapped. Sander's team has just been eliminated. And the champ barely holding on here. And the champ taps to Renegade. Oh man. Man, oh man, guys. Sander and MDX have been eliminated here. And excuse me, I thought the whole tag teams would get eliminated. That does not seem to be the case here. Single elimination in this triple tag team match. And it is down to, well, Renegade now pinning Joe Rivers. Renegade puts away Rivers. Now this is going to be a tough situation here for Rosco Wallace, as Nick Knoxx and TJ Renegade are both partners here in this matchup. So essentially, this is a 2-on-1 situation. The former ex-TV champ gonna reach down deep here trying to win this matchup. Oh man! And Knoxx planted. Oh man, TJ right there to save his partner. That will not be the case in the Elimination Chamber, guys. We know that for sure. But here tonight, the rules have these two as tag team partners, and Rosco is fighting tooth and nail. He's gonna have to put down both of these individuals, trying with the front flip, and well, I guess he caught it. TJ tried to get the knees up, and he was saved by Nick Knoxx. Rosco, man, fighting tooth and nail here. Oh, Murray, planting him with a big DDT. Knoxx back to his feet on the outside. And Renegade in trouble. Another save by Knoxx. Rosco still fighting back, guys. Still trying to take it to both of these individuals acting as a tag team here tonight. Rosco's partner, Sander Cool, first to get eliminated not too long ago. Renegade and Knoxx getting in the way of one another. Rosco on the outside trying his best to avoid this double punishment here. Oh man, oh man. Big blows from both partners, if you will, here tonight. Oh man, I'm not sure how much more Rosco can take of this punishment. Here we go. Rosco. Oh, man, not in a good spot. Both of these superstars. And now Rosco in trouble. Rosco, no, he's going to break away. Oh, man. Kendo broken over the body of Rosco Wallace. And a pinfall. 2, 3. There you have it. What chaos. This matchup just brought us here tonight in Detroit. Knoxx and TJ Renegade really running the show here tonight. They're really taking it to the former XTV champion, Rosco Wallace, in the ending moments of this matchup, working together mighty finally, if you ask me, but that will not be the case come TBX. Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it could be. And there is always the opportunity for alliances to occur in the matchup in order to try to get one another to make it to the end. Maybe that could take place between some of these individuals, maybe TJ and Knoxx, who just had a fantastic showing here. But nonetheless, these 6 individuals gearing up for a big-time match at the big event. We think this was carnage here tonight. Just wait till we get to the Elimination Chamber. What a matchup here tonight, though, in Detroit, Michigan. What a night here so far, ladies and gentlemen. It has been fantastic here in Detroit for episode 14. Be sure to hit that like button if you are following along and liking all of the action that we have got here for you tonight. How about that Dylan Mason and Twan Montana impromptu rematch to start the show? But guys, we are officially on the road to TBX, and we have some massive matchups gearing up for that show. Be sure to catch it in just 2 weeks' time. And tonight we're going to find out who the final entrant into the main event Elimination Chamber match for the 3-Dub World title. But will the title change hands tonight before we get to the chamber? Because John Awesome has the opportunity to take the title away from Chris Harris. Will it happen right here tonight in Detroit? is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Concord, New Hampshire, weighing 244 pounds, representing the Brothers in Arms, Devil Dog. Well, we got a big singles matchup here tonight, guys, between two of the competitors that are going to be involved in the tag team titles matchup at the big event 10. Devil Dog, of course, representing the Brothers in Arms, the #1 contenders for the tag titles. Devil Dog, of course, stepping up here tonight to represent the team. Trying to get a little feel for how Townsend Enterprises is going to be entering the big event in Michigan Stadium in just 2 weeks. Although Devil Dog has plenty of history, well, not with just one of these guys, with both of these guys, but especially with big Lance Hagan. And his opponent from Columbus, Ohio, weighing 315 pounds, representing Townsend Enterprises. He is one half of the tag team champion, Lance Hagan. That's right, as I mentioned, Devil Dog knows all about the big man here tonight and knows he's got to try to avoid that 5-gallon bucket knee. If he can do that, maybe he can get the win here tonight and have a good a good run, a good head start, if you will, going into the big event and having one up on Lance Hagan before that big tag title matchup. Definitely a big clash we have seen before, but I am anxious to see again. Look at Devil Dog, knows exactly how to target this big man. Going right after the knees and trying to chop the big man down to size. Oh, look at the strength from Devil Dog, 300-pounder, but missing with that mid-rail springboard moonsault, but right into the collar and elbow. And Devil Dog not backing down or wasting any time against the big man here. Right back into the tie-up. And now it's Devil Dog overcoming the strength into the corner here. And once again broken up by the referee. And Hagan. And look at god dang Devil Dog. Uranagi side slam into the headlock. And Hagan's got to use that big bodied strength to power out of the submission hold. Well, in clean-cut fashion, just like CFT always does, sliding a steel chair in here, and don't worry, Steve Zeebs is all over that one. There's Devil Dog, and a solid wrist lock here on the big man. Both sides of the tag team partners watching on closely. War and Peace, your bottom right-hand corner. It's Caleb Stone, the Hall of Famer, top left corner, with CFT behind him. Oh, man. A lot of big high-profile matches for Townsend at the big event, and right now, it's Devil Dog. They're going to get one count against Hagan. Ooh, up on the shoulders. The old man still got the strength, man, I'll tell you that much. Well, maybe want to tone it down on that over-strength use, though. And look at Hagan, no short of strength himself. We know that perfectly clear. Trying to switch the windows here, open up for him, and now the big man looking to bring some heat. And missing with that, not sure what. But big elbows. Keeps Hagan right in charge. Oh, no, wait a minute. War and Peace just grabbed the foot of Devil Dog. I think he was trying to get Hagan as that Irish whip was reversed around. And War and Peace just grabbed the foot of Devil Dog, tripped him up, and now it's Hagan. Hagan with the guillotine. After catching Devil Dog off guard. Man, oh man. And they were just talking about this kind of situation just moments before this matchup. Good night, guys. I know that definitely was not intentional by War and Peace. Devil Dog was going for the Irish whip, but it was reversed before War and Peace could realize, and he grabbed the foot of his own partner, ultimately causing him to lose here tonight. And that is just unfortunate for Devil Dog and just bad timing for War and Peace here. Shots of the matchup that I don't necessarily remember recalling here. I do remember this right here. The guillotine after the mishap. And Hagan getting the victory here tonight, guys. Man. It's just unfortunate here tonight for the brothers in arms.
DD.
Look at this.
My bad. I know. I shouldn't have gotten involved. I was just trying to...
You didn't, man. You cost me that match, Warren.
Look, you don't think I don't know that? I felt the pressure at Townsend. I think they were getting ready to jump at some time, so I tried to attack before they did.
It's fine, Warren. What's done is done, but listen to me. That shit can't happen at TBX. You gotta get your head in the game, man. I'm not always gonna be around here. If you want to make it to the top, then you can't make mistakes like that. You're good, though, man. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on getting these titles.
Oh, man, the brothers in arms not going to try to let that mishap redirect their course to TBX and the Tag Team Championships. Coming up next, guys, big women's divisional matchup is a 5-way elimination-style matchup. And here comes the hometown gal. The Russian Roulette elimination match at TBX for the women's championship. Juicy first from Hell's Michigan. Jasolyn. Baltimore, Maryland. Chanelle, Baltimore. Nightshade. Well, Nightshade has been on a tough run trying to get to this undisputed women's championship, as have all the other women involved in this matchup. And the big Russian roulette match at the big event 10. It is going to be a barn burner between these women, as the fierce force Danny Moore, with Townsend Enterprising backing, continues to carry the championship and will defend it on the big scale of the big event. It is somewhere that Nightshade has been before. It is somewhere that Jasolyn Havok has been before. And it is definitely somewhere that Miss Athena has been before. But Danny Moore and Chanelle Baltimore have not been to a big event. And that is going to change here in just a couple of weeks. And tonight, just like the global title last episode, we're going to find out what the entrance order of the Russian roulette match will be at the big event tonight in this fatal four-way. Oh man, Athena! Canadian Destroyer taking out Nightshade right away as Jasolyn goes to work on Chanelle Baltimore. As I mentioned, this will determine the entry order for the Russian roulette women's title match at TBX. Of course, Danny Moore will enter last, defending the championship. But the order of 1 through 4 will be decided here tonight. The first person eliminated tonight will enter the matchup first at the big event. 3 former women's champions in this matchup. Chanelle Baltimore, oh man, making her debut this year. Just a couple of months ago, actually. It's interesting to note that her, oh wait a minute, here comes a ladder introduced by the hometown gal. Jasolyn and Chanelle outside. Nightshade and Athena inside. Worthy note here, Athena, of course, getting inducted in the Hall of Fame this season. And wait a minute though, here comes Nightshade. All the way to the top rope is Athena back to her feet and getting taken right back down. Hall of Famer Athena, well deserved. Going to be going for her 7th World Championship at the big event. If she can win that, that is history no other superstar has done in the entire history of 3-Dub Wrestling. There's Nightshade looking to eliminate Jasolyn Havok. Kicks out at 2. Male or female superstar has reached that 7th title milestone, and now Nightshade trying to put the Hall of Famer out, and it's not going to happen. Big Hall of Fame class this season. Athena, Hollywood Watkins, and The Church. All impactful superstars. Well-deserved spots in the Hall of Fame, and now here's Jasolyn again in trouble with Chanelle on a 1-count kick-out as Athena breaks a kendo stick over Nightshade on the outside. Oh man, and down goes Jasolyn, down goes Nightshade, pinfall, 2 count, Jasolyn barely kicks out at 2. Dangerously close to being the first eliminated, the first to enter at TBX, oh man! And Athena, high risk, high reward, taking out Nightshade on the outside. Big missile drop kick all the way from the top. Chanelle goes down, springboard forearm from Havok. Build from Hell, Michigan. And here comes the hometown gal with a 2 count only. Oh man, Baltimore! Big maneuver on Jasolyn, Havok on the inside. Nightshade and Athena continue to fight on the outside. Oh no, man! Oh, and the pinfall broken up by Nightshade. Running into the referee, trying to get into the ring. And Chanelle not happy about that at all, taking down Shade. Sparing the moment once again for Jasolyn, Havok, who's been dangerously close a couple times now. There's Athena! Athena with a pump handle! Inside cradle! And now the pinfall! Kick out by Chanelle. That maneuver took a... Oh, man! Nice leapfrog from Nightshade. But right into the hands of Jasolyn. A missed opportunity there, getting cluttered up here in the ring, but that DDT planning. Jasolyn, and what a fatal 4-way this has become here tonight. Here we go. Roll up, kick out. Athena now. Athena going for it. 2. Oh, bridging up Chanelle. Breaking the pinfall with a backslide. No, and a kick out. Jasolyn going to work on Nightshade with a steel chair. And Athena. Big forearm in the corner. Springboard. Man, oh man. Springboard stomp down. 2 count. Chanelle. Man. Barely kicks out. Barely kicked out. Now backslide. Nightshade trying to put away Athena. 2 count kick out. Backstabber. Jasolyn's down. No, Jasolyn's building back up. Down goes Shade. Oh, man, down goes Chanelle. Nightshade kicks out. Man, what a war zone this has become. Chanelle's eliminated. Chanelle Baltimore eliminated first and will enter that Russian roulette match for the Women's Undisputed Championship. She will be first to enter that matchup. We're going to find out who will start that matchup with her. I'm assuming momentarily Athena Planet. Jasolyn slamming down Nightshade. The Hall of Famer, Miss Athena. In trouble. Up and down the leg, Jasolyn, Havok, the hometown gal. Taking it to the former women champions. Athena now with another kendo stick, no. Drop down, oh man, in the backstabber. Nightshade with a massive backstabber, and now Jasolyn, Havok back up on her feet. Back on the attack, oh man. Here we go. Pinfall, 1, 2. Oh, Athena kicks out. Almost was put into the long ride for TBX. Still awaiting to see who will enter number 2 to start the match off with Chanelle Baltimore. Black elbow, Athena now with Nightshade. Athena! My goodness! Planning Nightshade. And can that be enough here? 3 count. Nightshade will start the Russian roulette matchup with Chanelle Baltimore. Oh, and Athena. Again, with the pump handle. Inside. 2 count kick out. Jasolyn staying alive in this one. And oh man. One of these two superstars will get the advantage. And TBX entering just before the champ. And again, 2, 3, that'll do it. On the steel steps, Athena, the Hall of Famer, gets the advantage point, and TBX survives the fatal 4-way tonight and will enter in the 4 slot of the Russian Roulette Women's Undisputed title matchup. Man, oh man. What an opportunity for Athena. And what a big night it could be for her at TBX. Can she do it, guys? Can she be the one to break the first ever 7 championship barrier? Well, she was the first to become the first 6-time champion before Sandy Stars also got that number, but has the opportunity to make history once again. Not only just make history, but doing it at the biggest show in 3-dub history. Man, what a matchup here tonight. Big opportunity for Miss Athena.
Hey! I'm practicing for 3-dub.
Leave it to the professionals. Introducing Blood Eagle, the microphone born from legend, forged for the fearless, crafted from carbon steel. A twin-core dynamic capsule captures every detail and rejects the chaos around you. Stage, studio, storm, it just hears through the noise. Blood Eagle, available now.
I can't get no holes in my hair like this! Oh, you need that Hagan's! I got my hair and my dignity back.
Hagan's hair cream. When bald isn't a part of the plan.
Welcome from Newark, New Jersey, representing Townsend Enterprises. He is the Extreme Television Champion, Will King. Well, here we go, guys. We are set up for a big moment right here. And this has been a blood-fueled feud between these two. It all started when Josh Armstrong made his return, but Will King was the man to burn his face, leaving him with no other choice but to wear the mask. And all of that will be on the line at the big event. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, the Armageddon, Josh Armstrong.
The shadow in the hole, a name they carved into used to watch me fall. They fed lies with silver tongues, left me broken, cold and small. But you can't kill the storm when you summon Armageddon fall. Armageddon fall.
Josh Armstrong looking to get back that XTV Championship from Will King. But it is going to come at a price where he may have to reveal the damage done from Will King with that fireball and see how bad the scorched face of Josh Armstrong really is. Will we get the mask removal at TBX if Will King wins? Guys, we're going to find out if that stipulation is official right now.
Let's cut the theatrics. You're here, I'm here. So let's go ahead and put pen to paper and make this ass whooping that I'm gonna lay on you all the way official. And let's hurry up and get this over with, because as much as I hate being in your presence amongst all of these miserable people in this shithole city makes it that much worse.
I find it funny that you say shithole city, because this is Detroit, and it's always been Detroit versus everybody. But it isn't everybody you gotta worry about, Will. It's just me, the man that's gonna take that XTV Championship away from you again.
Detroit versus everybody. You're gonna need Detroit, Chicago, and all the other shitty cities in this world to get you through this match. Like I said, I have something in store for you, and I'm gonna break you.
Break me? You've already tried. Bigger people have already tried. In fact, Will, world heavyweight champions have tried and failed, just like you will. My debut at TBX, the first big event for Armed Armageddon Josh Armstrong, and I love the fact that I get to go through you. You want to talk about Brick City? Well, brick by brick, I am going to destroy everything that you care about.
You know, it's funny that you think that you're gonna go through me. You might not even make it through that curtain if you don't watch what you say. Because you see, I want you to understand, this has been what you have been asking for. You've been asking for the entity to break your spirit and break your will. And well, I've come to realize,
We'll just sign the contract.
maybe, just maybe, I should accommodate you. So yeah, go ahead and put your name on this piece of paper, and we'll get this show on the road.
Cut the bullshit, Will. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. You're within arm's reach, and if I wanted to right now, you wouldn't even make it to TBX, because we know every time I lock in the Arm Hold Classic, you tap like a little bitch. But part of that strategy is what made me a little bit predictable. So we're not on that. But what we are on, Will, is the big event. And like I said, this is bigger than the XTV Championship. This is bigger than your so-called little king of the underground status. This is bigger than anything you've ever done. Because once again, Will, I am going to take that XTV championship away from you. And once again, Will, I'm going to prove that you should have never been the first overall pick in the first place. Because unlike you, I live up to the hype.
This is why Will King will always be one step ahead of Josh Armstrong. You see, you're ready to jump down my throat. You're ready to attack me. And if you do, well, CFT has pulled some strings. If you attack me, or if you even lay one finger on me before TBX, not only will you forfeit the match, but I automatically get your mask. So go ahead, you feel froggy? Jump. Go ahead, make it easy for me.
Oh, now Josh signing the contract, guys. And it is official for TBX. Mask versus Championship for the XTV title. And what a match this is gonna be. These two are gonna tear the house down in Michigan Stadium, I can promise you that much.
We are running out of time
here we go.
here, James. The big event is right here. And we still don't have control of this.
No, we do have control. And tonight, we stop waiting.
You sure about this?
Matt made his move. Now I make mine. I finish it at TBX. There was never really any doubt in my mind. But after being in the ring with Russell at State of Emergency, it reminded me of who I am. And it woke something up inside of me. And if Matt thinks he can get away with this, then I'm ready to run it back.
Problem is, we haven't seen him tonight.
Oh, he's here. He's always here when it matters. And if he's not, he will be.
All right, if you say so. I'll back you in this 110%. But while we're on this topic, you're not the only one dealing with something like this, James. Los Salvadores, Jimmy, they're not going away.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I've tried doing this the right way, but at some point that's just not enough. At some point, you have to take the tie off. At some point, you have to put your hands on somebody. I might just have to use my contract and handle Jimmy myself.
Then do it. This season has been chaos. Townsend, Matt, Los Salvadores, all of it. But this is still our house, Hunter. And if we want control back,
then we take it.
Exactly. But before any of that, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. You earned it.
Appreciate it. But it won't be the last time either. But, what about Drew and all this?
He's trusting us to handle this. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We both still have competitive contracts. Hey, we might as well use them so the company gets its money worth, right?
Well, look at this. Two men trying to carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. Did that ever work for anybody, Yakuza?
It never worked out for you. That's for sure.
You're damn right, Yakuza. But hey, for all the doom and gloom, Brother Dill, allow me to extend a warm congratulations on your success. Not easy getting to that club. Trust me. I know where you've been.
Yeah. First ever two-time Hall of Famer. All joking aside, Russ. It's a pretty big deal, man. Congratulations.
History tends to follow me like a lost dog. Right, Yakuza?
I think HE means trouble, not history.
You know what, Russell? I need to thank you for state of emergency. As much as I don't want to, I didn't realize how much I needed that.
Brother James. That feels weird. Brother James? Listen to me. Leave it up to me to always bring the best out of you.
You are so full of it, Russ. Would you, just for once, get over yourself? One time in your life.
Actually, someone like you, with that kind of history, might be useful at TBX.
Is that so?
Just saying. It's a big stage. And it's a big moment. And it could use a big host.
Charlatan is asking the hypocrite for help? Well, Yakuza might be busy that night. I know that he's got tickets to the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend 10th anniversary special. He loves Rachel Bloom. He truly loves Rachel Bloom. But if you need someone to keep things interesting, well, you know where to find me. Or else contact a member of the church. They have me on speed dial.
Oh man, does that mean that Russ is the host? Or was that just a compliment? I'm not sure, but Hunter and James making it clear that they're gonna do whatever they gotta do to settle both of their situations at the big event. Man, that could be huge, guys. Introducing first, from England, weighing 247 pounds, the badass Brit, Scott Adams. Well, speaking of huge, this man's opponent tonight, the big Russian, crooked, corrupt referee, although we're not sure if he is a part of Townsend Enterprises. I don't think he is, but we do know that he was at least paid off by Townsend in the referee match just back at State of Emergency, where Lars Morrison would become the victor over Scott Adams in the national title match. Well, because of all of that and that sticky situation, Scott Adams is going to get a rematch at the big event, so a big opportunity for him. And tonight, if he can overcome Draven, well, then he'll be able to set the match stipulation for TBX in the title match. So hopefully giving himself a little bit of an advantage if he can overcome the big Russian here tonight. And his opponent from Russia, weighing 287 pounds, Draven. Man, look at the size of this man. Well, I said it earlier tonight. I wasn't even going to attempt to announce his name during the match card discussion there at the beginning of the show, but I'll attempt to here. His name is Draven Bragdonovich. Excuse me for slaughtering the last name. I'll just stick to say Draven. But as I mentioned, this individual hired on as a referee with 3Dub Wrestling, but quickly paid off by Townsend Enterprises, helping in the matchup with Lars Morrison, although it wasn't too unbalanced if you ask me. Maybe a few quick pin counts, and yeah, that final submission, maybe he rang the bell a little bit before Scott Adams actually tapped out. We're talking milliseconds though, so I'm not sure it was intentionally. But we do know that this man was paid off, so be that as it will. But tonight he's going to start his in-ring career here in 3Dub, and look out. If he can beat Scott Adams, then he will give Lars Morrison the opportunity to pick the stipulation, and we all know that when you pick the stipulation, well, you just got a little bit over on your opponent for setting it to your standards for the night. And right there, a close pin call for Draven right away. This man is a force to be reckoned with. Dang near 300 pounds, but he's only like 6'4". maybe 6'6", teetering around that height, but definitely a strong individual, power lifter, also rugby player over there in Russia, playing for the Moscow team. I don't know, there's just something about those rugby players. I don't know, man. Definitely some tough individuals. And now here we go with a kendo stick. This one, no disqualification. I may have forgotten to mention, and guys, this has been all Draven in the opening moments of this matchup. Here we go. Nope. Irish whip reversed. Up and over goes Draven. And oh, look at this. Big forearm to the gut of the big man, but quickly on the retaliation. Draven staying in control here. Look at this, big man from the mid-rail. And Adams receiving into that big shoulder block right from rugby land into the pinfall land, and is a 1 count only. I don't know if I can even imagine this man running full speed at me with a football. I would probably just duck out of the way, and look out, mid-rail springboard forearm from Adams. Trying to get himself right back in the game here. Couple more forearm blows and a right hand, and Adams now driving him to the knee. And a GTS pinfall 2 count, almost getting it. And now Adams spearing Draven off the apron. Down goes the big Russian. And now Adams with the upper hand on the outside. You can already see how much this match has taken out of the British badass. He's grabbing a kendo stick of his own. Not going to be able to use it though. Draven able to block it. And now sends the badass across the ringside. Here comes Scott though. Scott! Oh man, drop, oh man! And his head just smacked off the steel steps. Well, that is one way to take care of the big man. And he's down, dropping a knee to the outside. What a window that just flew open here for Scott Adams. And now oh man, springboard, moonsault. Splash of sorts on the back of the big man, and now Irish whip, nope, reversed up over the top rope, right hands. And oh no. Oh no, no, no. Draven chopping him down, hardest part of the ring. Not gonna slow down Adams. And now a steel chair, there you go. Oh, and the forearm takes him right back down. Scott Adams digging way down deep. The outside environment gonna test the fortitude of both of these individuals. The problem is, Draven doesn't have a match in 2 weeks at the big event. Scott Adams does. So regardless of if he wins tonight, the punishment dished out by Draven will definitely be felt at the big event, as Lars Morrison does not have a match here tonight. How many kendo sticks are under the ring tonight? That's what I want to know. We still got 3 big matches coming to you tonight. One of them's going to determine who's going to enter the Elimination Chamber, the final entrant. Oh, and a spear from Adams. Cutting him in half. And is it enough to put away the big Russian? No, it's not. Any mere man would have fallen victim to that spear right there. But it's going to take more than that, as Adams dishing out a couple of big chair shots. And now the right hand. And now Adams. Adams again. Putting him to sleep. And can Adams get the victory? 3 count. Adams picks the stipulation for his title match at TBX. Big momentum, big opportunity for Scott Adams to do things his way at the big event. That was the first GTS that did not do the job, but it would take a significant amount of punishment after that to continue to bring down Draven. Multiple chair shots, multiple kendo sticks. Scott Adams had to pull just about everything out of the bag here tonight. And he had paid the price in the process of doing so. You know he is going to be feeling every bit of that going into the big event with Lars Morrison. A big spear still unable to put away Draven. And then the final GTS. And the badass Brit gets the job done. We'll have to find out what stipulation he's going to add at TPX in his national title match with Lars Morrison. Big win, and now can he get the job done at TBX? Can he become the next national champion? Oh, what a night it has been thus far here, guys. I am Dewey Danielson, of course, as we just seen. Scott Adams gonna get that rematch with Lars Morrison for the national title at TBX, and we'll find out what the stipulation will be in that match. We found out the stipulation in this during the contract signing moments ago. Mask versus title for the XTV title with Josh Armstrong and Will King. But guys, don't forget to catch your official 3-Dub merchandise. Be sure to wear the legacy and get that official TBX gear that will only be around until Global Impact. So you got a limited time to purchase TBX gear. Get it now before TBX arrives. And guys, still got a few big matches coming up next. Tag team match. If Dyrgos and Jeroen Mercury can win this matchup, they will enter into the international title at the big event with Brooks and Maartrix effectively making it a fatal 4-way. If they don't win, then it will be Maartrix right there getting his one-on-one opportunity with Curt Brooks, his partner tonight, for the international championship. Man, this one has been brewing pretty hard over the past several weeks, and the champion has been in the mix of all kinds of stuff, from Los Salvadores to Dyrgos to Maartrix. And now we'll find out here tonight what the fate of Curt Brooks and his championship is going to be at the big event 10. And now here's Brooks. Rolled up now. 1 count only. Brooks has been definitely having some issues with Jeroen Mercury and Los Salvadores. Able to get their hands on the champion 2 separate occasions. Taking him out, and now Brooks, oh man, slammed down hard, is the Hall of Famer Jeroen Mercury. Now the champ trying to get it. No, it's reversed. Mercury has got him rolled up at a 1 count only. Cutting the ring in half for Jeroen Mercury. Now the double team action from Mercury, and Dyrgos with a big back body drop on Curt Brooks. He's going to roll outside the ring here, right where Dyrgos is, the legal man now. Dyrgos wearing the teal gear that we saw him, man, starting out this season with. And of course, he's come a long way since the beginning of this season where he lost the World Championship in that title unifications match against Noah Youngblood. And of course, Hexen would go on to win and unify the two heavyweight championships. And now look at Curt Brooks taking it to Jeroen Mercury, who is once again, oh man, and Dyrgos catching a little bit of Jeroen there. Oh, dang, son. And Maartrix watching on, not going to get involved respectively. He has his title shot. And a tag in from the champ, and these two are going to see each other at the big event. If they can win this matchup, it'll just be them two. And seemingly, Dyrgos and Jeroen Mercury will be out of a match at the big event, and that sucks. Considering the history that TBX is, be a part of that show, and now a pinfall in Jeroen right there to break it up. Oh, look out! Kick to the gut from Dyrgos. We've seen these two back at State of Emergency. Big one-off matchup, and it was Maartrix that would get the victory, and now a roll-up here. Dyrgos trying to get it now. Not going to, only the one count. But it was Maartrix that got the victory at State of Emergency. Effectively, that is what landed him the opportunity at the International Championship. And Dyrgos bringing down the double axe. Here's Dyrgos now. Got his brother hemmed up, and it'll be the ropes that breaks that one. And the champ trying to get a little piece in here. Senior referee Jose Hernandez putting a stop to that. Now Jeroen coming around to the other side. And now Jeroen is attacking the champ. On the outside, this one has busted open. And now Dyrgos goes down. Dyrgos takes Maartrix down. And now it's Jeroen and Curt Brooks fighting on the entrance ramp. That leaves the two legal men, once again, Maartrix and Dyrgos, the two brothers of the Resistance, and oh man, what a massive springboard, moonsault, and a kick out from Maartrix at 2. And you know Dyrgos is trying to get this one, unable to get the job done at State of Emergency. And if he can get it done right here, he'll get a title shot at the big event. Here we go now, Dyrgos making his way up to the top. Oh man, missing. Going for the Hurricane Rana from the top, and now Maartrix misses. Dyrgos catches with the moonsault. Man, what back-to-back action these two. Knowing each other so well, and Dyrgos catches it again. Jeroen Mercury and Curt Brooks. Oh, look out, and there's Jimmy Shadow. Los Salvadores attacking. Dyrgos looks hurt here. And Maartrix gonna do the right thing and help us. Oh, come on! Dyrgos just laid out Maartrix after trying to help him out, as Los Salvadores still taking it to the international champ. And Dyrgos lays out Maartrix And now look out! Connected from the air and hooking the leg. 2, 3 count. Dyrgos and Jeroen Mercury have just been added to the international title match at the big event. Oh no, and he's coming back for more. Dyrgos hasn't gotten enough of Maartrix, and he'll get even more at the big event. Oh wait.
Wait a minute, who is that? Oh shoot, look at that red hair. That's Chris Harris.
That's not Chris.
I almost let one get by. That was close.
Oh, come on, staff. That clearly wasn't Chris Harris.
Yeah, just make sure we get those shots I talked about.
We've got everything set up, sir.
You.
It was Jimmy!
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face in this building, Jimmy.
Relax, boss. I had to get creative. Turns out Chris Harris gets a lot less questions at the door than I do.
You are suspended. I know that you are a blithering idiot, but that means you don't get to be here, period.
And yet, here I am. You know what's funny, Hunter? For years, I stood next to you, fought with you, bled with you, and now you stand behind a desk, pretending like you built this place yourself.
No. Don't do that. Don't try to rewrite history to favor yourself. You want to talk about back then? We held tag team gold. We ran the locker room. We were potentially first ballot Hall of Famers. And I had your back. But back then when I did have your back, you weren't focused on the things that we were supposed to be focused on. You were too busy burning bridges, being a snake in the grass, and turning on everyone who ever trusted you.
Burning bridges, Hunter? You really think I had a choice? Hunter, you got comfortable. You got fucking institutionalized. All the suits, all the power, all the control. You stopped being one of us.
No, see, that's the difference. I evolved. You stayed the same. Still blaming everybody else. Still thinking the world owes you something. You weren't my friend anymore, Jimmy. You were your own worst enemy.
You know what really eats at you, Hunter? It's not Townsend Enterprises. It's not Chaos. It's me and Los Salvatores. You know I'm the one person in this company who sees right through you. Not the GM, not the Hall of Famer, just Hunter. That scared little boy from Lexington, Kentucky, who got everything he wanted handed to him, but couldn't handle it. So he took off the boots and put on a suit. So you know what, Hunter? How about this? At TBX, you and me, one-on-one.
You know what, Jimmy? You want it? You got it. At the big event, I don't deal with problems as general manager. I end them. And Jimmy, this time, there's no saving you from yourself.
Sure thing, big man. See you at TBX.
Man, that is a huge announcement right there. Hunter Deal stepping back in the ring against Jimmy Shadow. Are you kidding me? What a blockbuster announcement just right now. The newly added Hall of Famer General Manager Hunter Deal will step back into the ring and face Jimmy Shadow. But guys, we still got a big matchup yet to come here tonight. John Awesome with a chance to take the 3-Dub World title from Chris Harris here tonight in Detroit before we get to the big event. And we also have this for the first time since finding out that he was the culprit in the hit and run. Matt Eightsstarr addresses the 3-Dub universe, and look at this, the chamber match shaping up. We've got another man going in. Will it be Jayden Walker, Drew Tanner, or Jacob Fowler as we progress down this fallout from Team Tap Out. One of them will get the opportunity of a lifetime. Contest is a triple match and will determine the final spot at the TBS main event Elimination Chamber. Tuesday first, from New Hampshire, at 262 pounds, Smith Punisher, Drew Tanner. Well, Drew Tanner, the late joiner to the Team Tap Out faction, earlier this season, jumping in to help with the tag team division and Jacob Fowler. But it would be almost too late for Drew Tanner as Team Tap Out seemingly, once they lost those tag team titles, it seemed like they were starting to already see signs of falling apart between the faction. Of course, you got Nightshade dealing with, look out now, dealing with everything she's dealing with in the women's division. TJ Renegade wanting to go on his own in singles competition. That left this man right here all alone with the tag team titles, and it would be Drew Tanner to join and help with those tag team titles. Now, they did lose them right away, like I said, but they were able to win them back and lost them again. From Hollywood, California, 235 pounds, Jacob Fowler. A lot of people would point the finger at this man right here, being that little edgier side that he has adopted over the past couple of weeks. Seemingly having no faith whatsoever in the faction. I do believe the idea of trying to restart everything and get on a better foot on the last episode, we did see that. Jacob Fowler and Drew Tanner gunning for an opportunity for the tag team titles. We know Brothers in Arms would end up winning that matchup, and that's simply because Jacob Fowler and Drew Tanner just couldn't get on the same page. And then there was this man. Big matchup last episode. Tampa, Florida, 238 pounds. The walking weapon, Jayden Walker. And he is all amped up here tonight. Jayden Walker has been in, due to all of this stuff going on with Team Tap Out, it's been a little bit of a rough road for Jayden Walker ever since he lost that national title. Now tonight gets a little bit of a chance at redemption, and these three men have run the roads together, so to say. It has been a long time. You got to remember, Jacob Fowler came into 3-Dub last season in the Blaze brand in order to do a favor for Jayden Walker. Oh man, things seemed okay, and look at Jacob Fowler now. What do you think as a follower of 3-Dub? Do you think that Jacob Fowler was the wedge that eventually would lead us to this point here where we got now 3 Team Tap Out members in a brawl here for a chance at one of the biggest opportunities in 3-Dub history, and it's Jayden trying to sneak up schoolboy roll-up pin there. Just know how well these guys know each other and know how many nights they have spent in the dojo training alongside one another, all with the same goals, the same aspirations. I was a team tap out guy. Oh man, another kendo stick, one of 30 that have been introduced here tonight. Jacob Fowler looking to get an opportunity right here though, 2 count. 1 5/8 maybe. Now look out! Throwing some fists around is Jayden Walker. And look at this now, man oh man! Nicely done by the walking weapon, but right into the hands of the Portsmouth Punisher. And he's gonna drop him on the top rope for a guillotine. Trying to take the wind right out of Jayden Walker, and Jacob Fowler swinging neckbreaker right back into the mix. Here we go, off the ropes. Oh no, Jayden missing. Collar and elbow with Tanner, throwing him into the corner. And not following up, going right after Jayden, which ended up backfiring for Tanner here. There's another kendo stick by Jayden, and oh man! Just saving a big blow to Drew Tanner, who would have got planted on the thin matted concrete otherwise. Oh man! Thrown into the LED ring post. Adds a protective layer over the steel ring post, but I promise you, it doesn't feel good. Oh, look out, Jayden ducking the kendo stick right into Drew Tanner. And oh man, he's not gonna duck that one. And Fowler now. He's got Tanner dropping him down. Look at Jayden letting these two go right at it. That is not something he would have done a couple of weeks ago. He'd have tried to step in and break it up, and now Fowler turning his attention right to the walking weapon. And what an opportunity it would be for Jacob Fowler. Still essentially in his first year in 3-Dub here to land in the biggest main event of all time. Oh, and a spear from Jayden. Spear from Jayden. But it's all on the outside. You got to get him inside and get the pinfall. Speaking of a big win for Jacob Fowler. And another spear! Just as I was about to mention the opportunity that it would be for Jayden Walker to get into that matchup, how hard as he has been fighting. And Tanner, oh man. 3 big German suplexes on the thin-matted concrete, and Fowler from behind. Yeah, you can see the cockiness, the edge to Jacob Fowler. Oh man! Thin matted DDT. And now Drew Tanner back in the mix, and we've talked about how big of an opportunity it would be for Fowler and how big of an opportunity it would be for Jayden Walker, but you can't forget about Drew Tanner. We're talking about the man that made James Black wear a knee brace after applying the figure 4 leg lock to him in his first title match, and now pinfall for Jayden and a kick out. Tanner has yet to get back into the world title picture since that big opportunity against James Black. Hell, that was 2 or 3 seasons ago. And this would be his opportunity right here to get back into that world title picture. Try to upgrade his career here, and it begins here tonight. Drew Tanner, of course, the veteran of all 3 individuals here. Jayden Walker has been around for a couple of seasons, starting out in Blaze. We already talked about Jacob Fowler coming to his aid last season on the Blaze brand. Well, Drew Tanner almost got as much years as Fowler and Walker put together. Inaugural Fight Night champion, and now slammed down, and Fowler trying to put away Walker. Oh man, what a nicely done drop kick, precise from the Portsmouth Punisher. Man, heavy use of those steel steps. Thrown down on Jayden, and now it's Fowler! Fowler with the vertebraker! Fowler could be going to TBX! Fowler! No, man, kick out from Tanner. Man, that was close. That was really, really close for the young Jacob Fowler, who's now rolled up by Walker, and a kick out. And now Fowler back over, and Drew Tanner now comes to his senses. That was almost a massive opportunity for Jacob Fowler, but Jayden Walker barely catching the moonsault and gonna get it. No, he's not. Almost for 2 individuals here. And now Fowler with a steel chair. Fowler with a steel chair. Right in the kidneys. And can that do it? Wrench in the neck. Jayden Walker stays alive after 2. And look at Tanner right down on to trying to pick up the pieces. And Fowler able to prevent that from happening. Russian leg sweep, down goes Fowler. Tanner now could have his moment, but not without a kendo stick. Shades of Rocky Maivia with that shoulder breaker. And now it is bridging suplex. Tanner looking to go to the big event. 1, no, and a kick out. Just right there. All 3 superstars close to having it. And now Fowler in the figure 4. Tanner's got it locked in, but it's Jayden right there to break up the figure 4 leg lock. And oh man. And now belly-to-belly suplex right into the pinfall, and Fowler's right there. All 3 of these superstars closer and closer. One of them is going to enter the Elimination Chamber in the main event of TBS. Oh, man! Launching that chair, and now the vertebraker to Walker. Vertebraker to Walker, and Tanner breaks it up this time. And I have to say, if this matchup would have been a triple threat, it could have ended 5 or 6 minutes ago. That is the thing about these matches, and down goes Walker again. And now Fowler trying to get to TBX, and Tanner's not going to let him. Flipped up, taking out the knee. Oh man, throwing the chair right in the face of Jayden Walker. Now Fowler calling for something with Walker. Tanner. Oh man, caught him with the crossbody. But Tanner's got the chair. Tanner has the steel chair. Taking out Fowler. And it's all Tanner. Can he put away Jayden Walker? No, here comes Fowler again. Fowler's got him. Vertebreaker. Oh, no, man. Down goes Tanner. Tanner. A second vertebreaker. Oh, man. And down comes Fowler on the steel chair. And Jayden Walker. Big shot. Big shot to Tanner. And he's got the leg hook. Can Jayden get it this time? 3 count. Jayden is going to the main event of TBX. What a showing for all 3 individuals here tonight. 3 individuals that know each other so well, that have ride the roads with each other so many years, so many days, so many miles. And tonight, Jayden Walker emerges on top and becomes the winner and will take himself to the big event 10. And what an opportunity for the young Jayden Walker. Well, big win for Jayden Walker. And now that makes 5 in the Elimination Chamber for the 3-Dump World Title in the main event of TBX. Who will be the 6th man?
Some cards say who you are. This one tells the world you're the only one. The new one-of-one Icon credit card. Crafted in black steel, edged in gold, built for those who lead, not follow. Every purchase, another chapter in your legend. Shop like an icon. Apply today.
Want to get jacked like Caleb Stone? Don't lift light, sip right. Caleb Stone's secret juice. The power's in the bottle.
Get juiced! They only see the grin, the horns, the fear. But now, they can see it on you. The mask. Handcrafted, breathable, unstoppable. Be him. $99.99. Only at 3dubshop.com.
Hi, I'm Roxy. This beach has been my little escape for as long as I can remember, and mornings like this remind me why. The tide feels calm today, like it wants to share its treasures. I just found this tiny shell. It looks like a sliver of the moon.
Well, that is right, Roxy Riot. Set to make her debut at the big event 10 in just a couple weeks. But guys, it is time to hear from Matt Eightsstarr. Please welcome to the ring at this time, the special advisor, well, a new theme song, a new vibe, and you can hear the roars in this building. A man that everyone looked up to so much. One of the faces of this company, one of the owners. And now the crowd is chanting, they think he sucks. And Matt seems to be taking all of it in. Let's see what Matt has to say here tonight, guys.
My name is Matt Eightsstarr. I'm the special advisor of 3-Dub Wrestling.
I don't think they care. like you, Matt.
And a member of Council Enterprises.
Oh, that just makes it that much better, doesn't it?
My contract states that I cannot be fired by James Black. The reason why I can't be fired by James Black is a little itty-bitty line in my contract that states I own the rights to the intellectual and physical properties of the now defunct Takedown Winner. You know, there's one thing my contract states is that I hold all the cards. You people just don't get it. This place, this company, it revolved around one man for years. I didn't betray anyone. I didn't ruin anyone. I'm just simply taking what's mine. That all changed at TV9. Another man took the helm. James Black. Oh yeah. Cheer him on. Worship him. Pretend that he's the hero. He basically had a chokehold on the entire wrestling business. And you're actually stupid enough to believe that he gave a damn about any one of you. You know, I'll even tell you one better. I'll tell you where else James Black was. He was standing in my way. He was standing in my spotlight. The spotlight that I gave him when he won his first world championship. Y'all want me to talk about what I've done? What I've done is exactly what needed to be done. And now
you're gonna shut your mouth
and
listen to what I have to say.
Oh yeah, here comes James. All right, business just picked up here in Detroit.
Don't you think for a second that this is over? You think you can just walk away from this?
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. James, you want to face him, right? Huh? Well, there's a whole bunch of loops and ladders we got to go through to get to that. Right now, if you lay a finger on him tonight, you jeopardize everything.
Then make it official, Drew. TBX. Me and him.
What don't you get, James? You get what I allow. Which is a simple answer. No.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute, come on. Just no? That's what we're gonna get? That's all we're gonna get? Oh, man. Man. Well, I thought we might have gotten that one, guys, but Matt Eightsstarr saying no to the challenge. And what's it gonna be to put it into this? Well, guys, it has been named Evo the Superfan will be the host of TBX. Guys, we got a plethora of matches, including this, and we are being told unsanctioned. General Manager Hunter Deal and Jimmy Shadow. Got the International Championship on the line. It has now become a fatal four-way when Curt Brooks defends against Maartrix, Dyrgos, and the Hall of Famer, Jeroen Mercury. And we got a big tag team titles match with Townsend Enterprises, Caleb Stone, and Lance Hagan defending against the Brothers in Arms. And we've got a national title match. Lars Morrison defending against Scott Adams. We will find out what that stipulation will be. And we've got this stipulation, title versus mask, as Will King, the entity, defends against Josh Armstrong. We got a 5-way Russian roulette women's gauntlet match for the Women's Undisputed Championship as Danny defends against 4 others. And we just saw this. Submission match has been named between Jacob Fowler and Drew Tanner. And look at this, guys. Jack Harvey has returned to 3-Dub, and he will go one-on-one with Hexen, the monster he created at TBX. And then there's this, the first of 2 chamber matches, the global title on the line. MDX defends against Sander, Rivers, Knoxx, Renegade, and Rosco, Wallace. And of course the main event, the biggest main event in 3-Dub history. We have Jayden Walker, who has just been added to this matchup, John Awesome, Dylan Mason, Twan Montana, and of course, the champion, Chris Harris. But that very well could change here, guys, here momentarily, as the main event is coming up next. But hey, who's gonna take that 6th spot in the chamber is my question. Contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is the main event for the 3-Dub World Heavyweight Championship. Alright, here we go, main event time. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to 3-Dub Wrestling for all kinds of action just like this. What a way to end the season, guys. We started the season with a big title match on the first episode, and now tonight we are ending with another big title match that has been brewing since the big event 9 when John Awesome was turned on by Chris Harris. John is a former World Heavyweight Champion on the Blaze brand. In fact, he was the first World Champion on the Blaze brand. But he is yet to be, and that was when Blaze was still owned by HWA. He is yet to be a World Champion here in 3-Dub Wrestling, and that could change here tonight. Here come the boos, raining down on Chris Harris and CFT. Oh, listen to these people chanting that we all hate you, chanting every profanity that they can at this man who has turned his back on all of them. Winning the championship from Chris Conley, who we haven't seen, mind you, since losing the title. First, the challenger, Jeroen. A lot of 3-Dub fans behind John Awesome tonight. 3-Dub World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Harris. And that cannot be said as much for Chris Harris. But nonetheless, here we go. The bell has rung and it is main event time, the final main event on Blackout in Season 10, and John Awesome gets the first strike, and back and forth these two go. Look at him telling him to bring it on. John just does just that. But still, back and forth these two go. Starting out this match blow for blow. And who's gonna take the fall first? Harris now. Bringing it to John. And there they go. Oh, big right hand from Harris. Springboard takes down Awesome. And oh man. Here's Awesome now. Gonna have to do his best to try to avoid any Townsend Enterprises interference. And that includes Chris Harris just got thrown into the exposed turnbuckle because of Townsend. And look at this. 2 count only. CFT already get involved. And not for the better for his side of things. That already is going to give a good start here for John Awesome with a big knee, and going to hook a leg again. And John, already 2 big pinfalls in this matchup, really looking to get this 3-up world title off of Chris Harris's hands. Oh, look out. Oh no, look at this. Caught up in the turnbuckle. Look at this, backstage. That's John Awesome's brother. Wait a minute. Oh, and look at this. CFT is getting thrown out of here. Good God. Goodbye. See you later. We don't want you here anyways. Look at this. Did you see that? That looked like CFT was trying to bribe the ref with money. Is that why he got thrown out of here? Oh, and look at this. John Awesome has the thumbtacks. And we've seen this before. On Blackout a few weeks ago, John attacking Chris Harris. Dumping him on these thumbtacks, and here they are again. And there's security trying to get CFT out of here finally. As Chris Harris, oh no. John's got this 2x4 with nails. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Right in the gut and right in the face of John Awesome. Security has gotten CFT out of here, but now John Awesome looks like he could be in trouble. What's this? Uh-oh. Lance Hagan! And look at this, guys. There's a brawl going on. Those are Townsend Enterprises members. And superstars that are in the damn chamber. That's Twan Montana and Jayden Walker. Trying to take out Townsend Enterprises here. And what's Chris Harris got in mind? Chris all battered and bruised and bloodied, and now he's climbing to the top of a ladder. Oh man! Man, oh man! And you can see John Awesome, his eye is all bloodied from that nailed up 2x4, and he just went through a table and now into the set of steps. And look at this, guys, just a brawl going on. Townsend Enterprises members. And now there's Dylan Mason in the mix. And the national champion, Lars Morrison, going at it. Oh, and Mason just takes out CFT. Mason just took out CFT. John Awesome. Awesome bomb through the trash can. This has opened up to carnage here, guys. The final main event of Blackout. Oh, and John. And now Danny Moore, the women's undisputed champion, watching her fiance get pummeled by John Awesome here. Oh, wait a minute. Here she comes. Danny now. Danny stepping in the way. Protecting her man. And now John Awesome got him. Look at him. And now what's John gonna do? With Danny Moore here, stepping out of the way. So Harris can get the springboard moonsault. Oh, well played by Townsend. And, well, wait a minute, who was that? Somebody just threw CFT out. And now John's down. And Chris Harris retains the title. Harris is still going to take the title to TBX. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Chris Conley. Conley never cashed in his rematch. Oh, and now Conley X marks the spot on the champ. And Conley is here. Is he the sixth man in the damn chamber? Man, what a main event, guys. John Awesome unfortunately unable to take the title away from Chris Harris, but maybe he, or maybe one of the other 5 individuals involved, can take the title at the big event X. Guys, that does it for Blackout in Season 10. I'm Dewey Danielson, and I will see you in 2 weeks for the biggest event in 3Dub history. I'll see you in Michigan Stadium for the big event 10. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.